Hello and welcome to another RSVP Northern Virginia podcast. This is your host, Rob Payne, Outreach Specialist with RSVP Northern Virginia. This week we have another one of our fascinating audio monthly newsletters. And as usual, let me introduce our guest. First, we have with us once again, Volunteer Specialist, Carly Hubicki. Carly, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks. Hello, everyone.
And we have a very, very special guest introducing for the first time a new member of our team, our new program manager, Janet Davison. Janet, welcome to the podcast and welcome to RSVP.
Thank you, Rob.
Janet, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself so people get to know you a little bit?
So I have been in the Northern Virginia area for about 10 years, and I've actually been with Volunteer Fairfax for the duration of that time. I've done a little bit of dabbling with RSVP, so I'm excited to be on board full-time.
Welcome, and you're a great addition to the team, and we look forward to your leadership, which has already begun. Thank you. Well, Carly, what do we have in store for all of our volunteers this month?
Yeah, so we'll start with the June Group Service Project. We will be partnering with Junior Achievement, and we will be helping them rebuild their volunteer kits. So volunteers are needed to unpack the partially used classroom kits, sort the materials, and put them back together.
That's great. Mm-hmm. JA is one of our great partners. As a matter of fact, the last time I was over at JA, I absconded with one of Patty Snent's candy dishes. So we're Patty, if you're listening, and I know you listen to every single one of these podcasts, we're gonna bring that back as soon as that project takes place. What else is going on?
Well, do you want to tell them about our podcast on iTunes?
Well, yeah. We are very excited to say that starting now, you'll be able to listen to a limited number of podcasts on iTunes. So if you have iTunes, and you don't have to have a Mac to have iTunes, you can use it even on a PC. If you go to iTunes under podcasts and search RSVP Northern Virginia, you'll see about 12 or 13 podcasts come up, including this one, I think, and you can subscribe to them, and it's really cool because you can listen to them in your car. They'll just play one after the other. So if you're commuting an hour and a half to work, you can listen to us for an hour and a half. What better thing to do than that? So we're really excited about that, and that's the big news on the iTunes.
Well, if everybody didn't know, our Rob Payne is actually a professional photographer, and he will actually be sharing his skills with us and all of our volunteers on June 20th with one of our partner workstations, Green Spring Gardens. So sign up today. Spots are limited, and he can teach you everything you need to know, from using an iPhone for day-to-day to a fancy DSLR.
Thank you. That sounds great. I think I'll be there too. Oh, wait a minute. I'm running that event. Okay. Carly, what else is going on? Got something in Arlington coming up soon?
Yeah, so in July will be the Arlington Cares event. It's their recognition event for their volunteers. So RSVP will be in attendance, and we encourage all of our volunteers to come out and just celebrate volunteerism in Arlington.
So, Carly, a little bird told me that we're again partnering with the Northern Virginia Senior Olympics this year. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, definitely. So registration to participate is officially open. So if you are interested in being a participant in the games, definitely go on their website, www.nvso.us. Also on the website or in the newsletter is the link to volunteer. So we will need volunteers for various events or for the games, and they will be between September 15th and 26th, so definitely check out the sign up and see when you're able to help out.
And how many volunteers does it take to run the Northern Virginia Senior Olympics?
It takes about 100 volunteers.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
We definitely need all the help we can get.
And it's a lot of fun. It's a great event, and we're looking forward to doing that again. We also, as we mentioned in our last month's podcast, Carly went a little Hollywood on us last week, and if you look on our Facebook site and our YouTube and on Channel 16 YouTube, you will see Carly being interviewed by the great folks over Channel 16, and please check it out. We'll give you a good idea of what the Olympics is about, what bocce is, and just some of our wonderful opportunities. It's a really great event. And real quick, we want to jump ahead to August for 1 second. On August 2nd at Green Acres Senior Center in Fairfax City, we're going to have a free bocce picnic and play from 11 to 1. Carly will be there. We'll have bocce players there. We'll have food, free food. We want to thank Ann Chase from over Green Acres, but it ought to be a great event. We're going to keep our fingers crossed for some nice weather, but it'll be a great way to learn more about the Olympics and meet some wonderful people. What else is going on?
With Volunteer Alexandria, they are hosting their annual Old Town Arts and Crafts Festival. So if you're looking to volunteer, please contact Marion Brunken, who is their executive director. But if you just want to go and have fun, see all the things that Alexandria City has to offer, the event will happen on Saturday, June 9th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Also, be sure to check out for our volunteer close-up this month. We highlighted Sue Dussinger, one of our wonderful RSVP volunteers. So be sure to check that out. She is a pretty regular volunteer with Volunteer Solutions. She helps drive a client through them. So definitely check that out. And if you're interested in driving for Volunteer Solutions, be sure to let me know.
Carly, now that we're reaching the multitudes on Steve Jobs' creation iTunes, I bet you there are a lot of people who have never heard this before and they want to volunteer to become an RSVP volunteer. How can they do that in the month of June?
Yes, definitely. So we have 2 orientations in June. The first will be June 5th at 10:30 a.m. at the Woodrow Wilson Library in Falls Church. And then the second will be June 21st at 2 p.m. at the City of Fairfax Regional Library.
That's great, and those are all. Everyone's invited to that as long as you're 50, as we always say, 55 years young or better. So we hope to see a lot of folks out there on the 5th in Falls Church and the 21st in Fairfax. Carly, could you tell our listeners what's the best source of information for seniors in Fairfax County?
I would say the Golden Gazette.
That's right. The Golden Gazette is a fantastic source for seniors in Fairfax County. Starting this month, we are going to share a link to a PDF for the Golden Gazette on our website, on our newsletter. It's just an amazing publication, and our RSVP Volunteer of the Year, Ken Kozloff, is featured in this month's June Golden Gazette, along with an article on our partner, the Northern Virginia Senior Olympics. It's a great source for anything senior in Fairfax County, and we want to, again, give a special shout out to Grace and Mary Jane over at the Golden Gazette for all the great work they do and all the support they lend us. Well, I think that about wraps up another one edition of our podcast. Carly and Janet, you guys have anything else you have to say?
We hope to see everyone out at some of these awesome events.
Good deal. And Janet, again, welcome to the RSVP family.
Thank you.
And we know people will look forward to meeting you in the coming months at some of our different events. We hope that you can come out and meet some of our folks.
Absolutely.
And this is the fun and fabulous Rob Payne from the basement of Volunteer Fairfax, our hosts of RSVP Northern Virginia office and headquarters. We really appreciate all the volunteer work we have. We have such a fantastic group of people. We look forward to meeting you guys out at some of our events this month, and thank you for everything you do. You make a world of difference, and you make it a different world.